deadly serious for round one. So here we are. Sjuush holding on to this apartment's push. Oh, he's deleted immediately. Bit. That's lovely. 4 pistols on 2 players in the apartments, and they are deleted. This is going to be a Zeus kill. I can just feel it in my bones.
It's not.
Oh, what? No, don't you dare look over there. Oh,
no. Well,
wait.
All right.
Down in the pit. All right. Nice
Bang.
tap for Simple.
Oh.
And Config runs down MPL. Simple's trying to come in for this trade. That bomb's going back up Banana. This is a little awkward here for NaVi. Electronic runs past.
No.
This is crazy. Yabi with the trigger discipline. It's only 1 kill out of it. But it slows down this rotate through CT, and now Heroic know what's happening in this round. They know it's the CT to B split. 1 man still in the site. TeSeS waits with the 5-7. Here they come. Up and over, but the 5-7 strikes. Hello.
Oh, all the way over.
Those hops right on over him. That's devastating. Heroic stealing away with the 4 spy. Electronics even gone through the smoke with that Overwatch from Simple. They know that no one from Heroic was here actually fighting for the top of B.
23 seconds on the clock, gonna delay things. Utility being deployed. No smoke to extinguish the Molotov, so they've got to wait it out, and time is running down.
This is really being left into the final margins here. The entries have got to be clean. Over the top, Yabi gets involved, but dead after the first, and the other 2 for Heroic hadn't even begun rotating over.
And back into a powerful position, but again, because of the economy growth, because of returning on a low buy round, great triple from Sjuush to keep his weapon alive. That's going to take resources away from NaVi.
The first man out of the round. Now Yabi up close on short is going to try his hand at this trade, but they just try to avoid him. Back into the danger zone for this Boiler player, and Simple shut down by Yabi on the short side. Suddenly that man advantage is flipped back the other way. Bit will collect that trade frag eventually. Yeah, he's going to be at a really good spot to get a stop to this, but Electronic takes his head off. Cadian gone, and so Config's got to do this now from up in the graveyard on the short side. They nearly line up for him. It's good damage, but a 2v1 numbers alone could end up deciding this. TeSeS fast up through middle. Now the money's really good for Heroic.
Go for it.
You can definitely justify giving this a look and see if they give you that golden ticket, a 1v1. To break you into this retake. Molly used it pit. At least clears one of these angles, right? Has a bit of a better picture as to where they could be, but it's Bit with that turn. With Cadian holding down the arch side. Could be hard pressed. Or it could be easy. MPL gets rid of the Danish AWP. Config has to come back to try and plug this hole at CT, and he will. TeSeS caught with the molly out. Bit's lined up a double. Burning, but he just extinguishes it. Down to 6 HP, but in with the chance, in with the bomb plant now. Bit trying to blow off a bit of steam, gets back to behind the new box, plays this one a little safer.
This is getting naded, surely, right? Sjuush has it.
One nade could end it. Will Sjuush pick the right spot? No peek at a Bit, no noise made. This has just got to be the read. They've moved into the site. They're closing the gap. No, Util's coming out! And Bit, that is a crazy shot. One more man. He does do damage. He threw a bit of Util down onto the bomb. The molly, is that going to be enough? Oh my God, Bit with the clutch.
They're going to come right through this smoke, and Heroic's ready. Config with 1, but Perfecto doubles up.
Heroic, you know, they're all here. They're going to give this a little look in, a little push and a prod. And with that kill coming through the pipeline, all right, now they're probably interested. Now they're enticed. Yabi has given them something to go off of. As mentioned coming into this, they didn't have a kit. They were always going to be pressed for time, and a lot of it is ticked off that bomb already. Util coming over, Electronic forced wide around the pillar. He was ready for exactly this. Bit and him, lovely crossfire between the 2 of them, and Bit has mopped up these remaining players. Cadian just has to save. And it's combat saving at that. They are all looking in the ruins, and it's only a matter of time before Bit finds you.
Off that, the response from NaVi was to aggressively attack towards CT spawn, just swing and make sure you get those 2 kills. So both teams played it really well, and Bit comes out on top. Again, a great headshot, and he's got no fear.
after Bit's early kill in towards this A side of the map. It looks like it. They're grouping in the apartments. They're grouped in top mid. Gonna try and split this, and there's Perfecto really giving you a reason to hit this A bomb site now. One man in the site in Shush. He does have a bit of a bait from long right, firing through that smoke, trying to give him a chance to fight back, but it's just one kill from the site man. This is gonna come down to the retake. Ooh, moving in fast. Heroic aren't waiting around. They're going to try and throw this off with the pace. Electronic at a great spot to shut this all down, but it might never even come down to that, as the spam could do it. Tess says so low. Not a hope in the world to win this one, and there's the nade to seal the deal. It's a lights out 11-4 half from NaVi on their map pick.
Let's see if Bit's going to keep his powers on the CT side. Simple is... Good headshot onto Yabi. Now he sees them turning the corner. He can be safe. He can wait. He can give Bit the attention, the chance to be involved now. Headshot from Bit, and the hit continues, but it gets stopped.
Yeah, just two players here. Least defended side of the map, but you wouldn't know it if you're Heroic. Lit up by Bit and Simple. Didn't grab it the first time around. He has juggled that FAMAS onto Bit, so they've kind of rearmed and replenished inside of B. But do they have the manpower? Bit comes through the smoke, only good for one. Perfecto, back of the site. Can't find the chain kills together on that AWP. The other two for NaVi moving in. I mean, they got pistols armor. They're buying next round anyway. They could justify giving this a bit of a look in. But they will be hard-pressed to find much. This fight's weighted pretty heavily, and Electronic does win that out. With Config dead and AK retrieved. Don't write them out of this yet. Electronic on a tear, trying to make this retake happen. Tessez left alone. It's down to the 1v1. Electronic swings, but Tessez wins.
I wouldn't call this a straight up gamble stack because they have some intel that mid wasn't taken, but there's still potential that Heroic can fall back on this. Oh, Heroic wants to find it. He wants to know what's coming. He gets two. Oh, maybe a third. He's got the dink. Push forward. You deserve it, but he's going to play it smart. 5 on 3. And now they've got to hustle back.
Yeah, the weird thing is that was so successful that now it's going to force the A play into the empty A bomb site. Tessez could still recover this if he can hold back the rotations, but it's a lot of work for just one man, and Perfecto will get rid of him. Down at Moto's nice, gives them just that much more breathing room, but you do need Yabi down in the pit to find success. Katie dead, another one of these boosts rings out for NaVi, and they find it on a low buy. Simple on the balcony, Electronic at long, good spam damage from the IGL, but it's returned by Config. Bit dead after one, so Simple and this site man in MPL have got to do the heavy lifting. There's the lineup. Simple tears them down. Keeping two players of NaVi towards B before they hit this go button on the A play. Only one kill from MPL, but Simple lies in wait. Was the hero last round, trying to do it again, but he's low on health. Blown out by Tessez. He'll keep this even in the 3v3, and now Heroic pump the brakes.
He's got to be the savior one more time as time is dwindling.
He was very much the guy who kickstarted this whole resurgence for NaVi. Will he step up to the mark? The flash is there to set him up, but now they know about him in the back of the site. It's a dink, but not the kill. Perfecto tries to rise to the occasion, and that double is helped out. It's Bit, the old king of this map for NaVi, in the 1v1 versus Cadian. He's crossing a banana. This fight's going to happen here and now. Cadian with this orb, trying to keep Heroic in it, but a missed shot. It sails by. Let's see if they can finally get past it. Util going over. MPL tries to swing it wide. That feeds into the beast. Simple on long. Lines up two. The spray is controlled, and he'll keep this even. Bit from the pit. Out in the open now. And he's taking names. Look at this. Crossing into the site. Bit is lighting them up. And it ends how it all started, with Bit firing off. NaVi take Inferno.
Molotov in, Electronic's fine with it. Oh, not fine with the flashbang. Not fine with the flashbang whatsoever. But he bought time, spamming away to get Bit in there with 2 headshots. Just how he started the first map.
Cadian not peeking as well. It's perfect. He is being held. It is being considered, but it was Bit, the one man, at 1 HP. Out of the round now. Perfecto has found Yabi. Shush. Gonna have to try and take this one over the line, because Cadian's still a little ways out. If he can just buy time, stop them from getting on that bomb, and he's doing a good job of it right now. They tap it, but Shush wins that first fight. Cadian from Cave gets involved. Damage being done. They're on the bomb. They're sticking it. Cadian not swinging yet. Trying to time this well, and oh, he gets them off the defuse, but a turn from Simple. He should have time to get that one in, so NaVi find themselves a pistol round. Yes!
Oh, just about.
Ooh, Simple gone early on. Run out by Shush, and that's a double opener. That's the invitation into this A play. Heroic start to pick up the pace now, and really, for NaVi. Oh, Shush gonna deal with Electronic, knock him out of the round. Perfecto trying his hardest to move up and rid us of this Temple player, but really it's going to take some huge individual feats, some massive individual heroics out of him. With the best gun in the round to make this one happen. They have put the fear in Heroic. Just these two players being here, kind of making a bit of noise, is delaying the plant, but it is giving time to Tessez. Wrapping red right now, coming in on this backstab. Some die young. He's gonna swing, but being held, being considered by Shush, and I think Perfecto has to just write this off. Tessez, there's that backstab we talk about.
As they shift around the map here, though, might just be nice and... Oh, my lord.
Okay, I like that.
That's great. I was gonna say it might just be nice and easy for NaVi to just kind of stack around this AWP, but they're gonna challenge. They're gonna go for this round. Electronic going 1 for 1, and now Simple shifts in again with the on.
Oh!
All right.
I don't believe he just hit that one. That's through the lip of the box. Shush thought he was safe. He thought the walls could save him, but they can't. They're in the walls. Simple with 4. That is a wonderful sequence. Does have this control to get up lane. Perfecto in the ramp side. Good for the double. And Simple's now causing trouble with the AWP as well. That's the bomb dropped at ramp. Tessez in mid goes on a bit of a tear, and suddenly the gates have opened. There's a route into the A play or this B flank with a red lurk from Tessez. You've got options right now if you're Heroic.
Yeah, well, SDY better have a phenomenal round. Oh, Simple, the timing's up there. He had the read. He had the read, but not the timing. And they should know where SDY is. Would you ever expect Kading to just be paused in this corner?
Oh, the steps. That's a rip, man.
They never saw that smoke that allowed for the split to actually come in. Electronic just gets trucked with no idea, and it happens again. Long range Mac 10 sprays him down, no head armor. And NaVi looking like they're gonna be stuck on 5. In a half in which they won the pistol.
Okay, the bit boost, it's nice. I want to try and trade this, but he's in a powerful position. It takes Tessez wrapping mid once again. That kind of exposure opened up with Electronic falling this time, not rotating off. It left a huge gap for Heroic to move through, and oh, look at this. This is so grimy. It's disgusting. This isn't on, man. They were taking A. They were all in. They were nearly out through main, but Yabi said, oh, these guys love a rotate. I'm up B. I'm in. The site's free. It's ours. Perfecto runs the molly. Bought down low in the process, but he does at least get to long. However, it's been heard. They heard the molly tag him, and so they knew he was there and that he was wounded. Simple moves in with the AWP, sees an arm, but can't take anything out of the round. Well, nailed it the second time around. Look at this little lurk out through middle from Tessez. This Mac 10 gonna have to do it at range, or he could try and close the gap. Canadian nails Simple. Some die young. Second man into the gun, and the second to fall. It's a 10-5 half for the Danes. It all gets a little awkward as it grinds to this halt here, but this is what Heroic knew would happen if the play came in towards B. They knew they would be tasked with this retake, and so they traded out that initial volley of kills from Bit's Glock. Over at long, he's been the hero of many a pistol round. He's trying to do it again. 3 kills in it. Perfecto just covering him while he reloads. He can try to swing out to stop this defuse. Still sticking it. Config is to get off eventually. They're wrapping him. Config with 1, but Bit puts a stop to it. 4 in the pistol from this guy. And I mean, considering like NaVi came here wanting to give someone like FPL a lot of exposure to the top level, they would have been robbed of time, would have been robbed of chances for Heroic. Coming off the back of, you know, grand finals at the major, this is not the result they wanted, even with a standard, really.
Yeah, it's not going to be a result you wanted for any of these guys. Standing or, I mean, standing on both teams, essentially. Simple and Perfecto respond, 2 quick kills. Bomb is going to get planted.
Over on the long side. Oh, this. Oh,
yeah, what is that? That's awkward.
Yeah, I don't like
I didn't
that.
like that at all.
Thank God they got rid of that, whatever that decision was, because Yabi's found 1. Oh, these guys are very close together on the ramp side. They try to fix the spacing by swinging, but Bit can't control the AK. Oh dear, NaVi. Not lost to no man's land. Cadian has to reposition, holding for the donut swing. First man into his crosshair doesn't last long. Some die young, dead, and Bit found, flanking middle. It's Perfecto and Electronic. What's left of them getting in towards this A-bomb site. Electronic's taking space, getting up in their face. First man gone, but there's more where that came from. Electronic with the spray! 3 kills in the blink of an eye. Cadian with one back. It's a clutch attempt from Electronic. The Cadian is trying his damnedest to deny. Jumping, jiggling, but Electronic does not move a muscle. He wants to fight right when he chooses to, and there's the swing up. No one can get a beat on each other. Someone's gonna win it, and Electronic will.
They're getting picked off, and they're losing the initial fight. Oh, Tessus is lucky. Good Molotov. Perfecto challenges anyway, and that's not a winning decision.
Oh, the flashes are brutal, man. It sucked all the pace at the ramp hit. Some Young does really well to get a double there. Like, that's not a... Getting one, I think, would have been impressive enough. Yeah, this is another one of these really nice info plays out of Heroic. They've been getting away with them all damn game. It's not stopped here in the 3v3, and they've got all their pieces in the right place. It's looking done. Bit all alone. Can't get given this fight. They just won't give it to him. Not till he's exposed to both angles, and there's the close. A lovely bit of Ancient displayed there from Heroic. This series is going the distance, and the score is settled on Nuke.
It's all a fake. Bit, oh, shot in the head right as he takes the engagement. Electronic outside finds Config trying to lurk. Bit just barely gets it a cover, and it's Simple with 2 1-taps to cover his retreat. Oh, it's absolutely magnificent, and he's still looking for another fight.
Yeah, he's still twitching. He's still looking for more. Yabi, last man in, has to try and succeed where so many others have fallen. And there's like a triple layered peek on every one of these angles into the bomb site. Gonna be hard pressed to find a 1v1 here. Wrapped from behind as well. His time is running out, you feel like. He goes back. Let's deal with some Die Young, but there's a second man in the lobby.
A little turny-wormy fight for you there?
That's a turny-worm still right there, man.
Maybe something can happen from it, so why not just fall back? You know you've got him trapped. You know he's got to move forward to where 3 of your teammates are. Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's taken a lot of time for Yabi to go back and clear that. 2 kills to the good, but needs 3 more very, very quickly, and they swing him together. No one saw this. NaVi thought they had this locked down, but they don't, and so that plant's going to come through for Heroic in the 4v4. Maybe in with a chance. Bit grouped over at ramp, has Simple alongside him. SDY and Perfecto still late to rotate. They're trying to clear lobby. They're trying to flush out these lurking players and leaving this lower retake down to 2. Perfecto will deal with 1. Cadian still lurking around outside, down at lower. Bit and Simple combine for a kill. Cadian drops the vents. A lot of time ticked off this bomb already. They're just trying to delay it right now, and Heroic do catch Simple looking the wrong way. Tap on the bomb. Won't bait the swing yet. This is the commit, but Cadian gets them off of it, and he just closes the door on them. Literally and metaphorically, Cadian closes that door shut and finishes it off with the deagle as well. 4 swings. Yabi able to etch out a kill there over towards main. Electronic on the receiving end of that. Piecing together, they're going to get a lot of info from this, right? With Perfecto down in secret, he's going to have this info that they are moving in. They are trying to take this real estate. These smokes are not a fake outside, and he even slows them down with that smoke, denying the control of lower. A nice bit of damage from the nade.
And they don't have any smokes. Thankfully, they're fighting against Bit with the FAMAS, and that Simple says, okay, well, let me come back. If they're going to be challenging towards single box, towards warehouse, let me get the op in play. But, oh, he's in trouble, kind of. Simple's got to be concerned about ramp room, and now he's got to be concerned about 3 different angles. 20 seconds.
This is kind of the only play Simple has, is to go and fight for lobby, because you've lost everything else. And as he moves in, he could get caught by this late rotate. He will be. Yabi finds him. Perfecto up through the vent. Oh, no scope needed. Yabi. Well, they look to vent drop. This is what they've done, positions similar to this before, but with the bomb tumbling away from them, Perfecto dealing with the first and second players in. This is not what they wanted. Config does slip the net. The timings go his way out in the yard.
That's got to be so nerve-wracking. They know someone is challenging towards heaven. Bit's gone up the ladder, finds Cadian. Config making his play, but Bit's got that as well. Oh my lord. And NaVi take a 9-6 lead at the half. One of these two teams is going home, and we'll find out. P250 on Simple, and you have to know that challenge is going to be coming if you're the outside player. Good damage, good kill from Tesses. I don't think he can make it all the way down. He might have to stand and fight. Oh, he's got another. Falling back the fadeaway, and they're still going to press the issue. Finally, Bit takes him down, but they don't have to commit.
Yeah, Simple's caught in a fight outside. Taps config. Out of this realm, Cadian with the backstab. And yes, there it is. Knife comes out for Cadian. Money made.
What a god.
It's looking like the latter. They're just walking this contact. We've seen contact plays today. Let down Heroic, and well, that's a clean tap out of Yabi. Some die young dead. Bit's just going to try his hand at the plant. Best case scenario is you make a bit of money, but Shush won't let that happen. Yeah, they just had no lobby info the whole damn time. Right, in with the force spike. NaVi, fast, running down this A site. First kill for Electronic, but here's the trades coming through. Shush in with two of his own, and Cadian even runs that smoke in main. No respect, and that'll tip the advantage in favor of Heroic, who now just pumped the brakes. And let the silence speak for itself. Flashing in, they start to take fights, and they were expecting better results. Bit, out of nowhere, takes heads off, turns them as well as this falls into a 2v1 in favor of NaVi. Cadian's repositioned, but Bit will nail him.
Two players now rotated downstairs. Config and Vents, not a fun place to be. Position known, fighting a retreat, and gets caught in no man's land, and there's Bit. Absolute deletion. Down secret and in Vents. To get a little bit more aggressive to see what he can find on the upper bomb site. They're going into the stack, but now they can retreat. They can fall back, but not anymore. The bomb is down.
Oh no, Cadian's here as well, and they've learned about him now up on the rafters. Ramp flank's gotta do it. Perfecto jumps. Oh dear. Cadian gets away and now can try and play the timing game with the swing. It's damage done either way, but Sundar Young's on the clock. Out past the nade. He'll deal with him on the swing. It's a good position for it, but oh, that's the M4 removed. Shush! A Nova and a Dream! 3 kills from it! I did not expect that to be the hero of this round, but somehow it's kept Heroic in this. I've never seen the Nova get away with something like this. Oh, and Yabi running away, but that Nova, that big green gun, not the one we often talk about, sat up on top of the hut and thirsting for blood. Sundar Young might give it to him. He's hunting.
Oh my lord.
He's dropped into the lobby. He wants more. Nova is his friend. He's on for the ace. 4 kills on the back of the shotgun, and he finally takes the upgrade. What a play from Shush. What a round. Bit is the only man left in this. Can he succeed where everyone else has tried and failed? No. Gotten under their skin. NaVi try their hand at another one of these fast A plays. This time Shush not on top of the hut, instead finds himself CT vent bound, but he's not needed because Yabi does them in with the ace. Ooh, didn't see him. Yabi. This is going to be a tricky one. Up the vents, he catches him at the lip of the ladder. There's the kill that starts the retake. Simple with a response brings us back to a 3-on-3, but that's when Cadian strikes from main. Simple's got to do it alone, and Tesses gets out through heavens. It's a tie game now at 13 all.
27 seconds. And again, if they go to this lower bomb site, no utility and an easy pick for Cadian.
Oh, another from this AWP. They don't even know about Tesses, who just lies in wait in the center of this site. They trade him after one, but he's done a lot of damage. He's set Heroic up nicely. These rotates coming down the vent now, starting to arrive at the B site. Simple and Perfecto side by side. Not where they want to find themselves.
They have to fight.
They've got to go pushing into the doors, really. And, well, Perfecto dies trying to do it. And there's the swing out of config.
They must get into good positions while the cover is deployed. And they're gonna wrap in quickly through mini. Oh, Yabi didn't expect it. Change of pace. Could be a knockout punch. Shush delivers one more. And great responses. And now the defense is hunkered down. Now it's pinned down in heaven. And NaVi on the verge of 15.
Config and Cadian moving in. Config does win that first. Bomb still not planted for NaVi. Can't get ahead of themselves here. Don't want to give Heroic a reason to attempt this one. And knocking out Config back in main. That could seal the deal. might be an abrupt end unless they can see this one through. OT or bust. NaVi lobbing in util, looking like they wanted to go for the fast top hit. Are they going to call it off after going a man down? No, they stay committed. Perfecto comes alive as this game rages on. Influential as hell in these A plays.
2 players in vents. That's a disaster.
Yeah, they've got to come out. They've got no choice. But oh, Tess says he's won them that first fight. That gives them that safe path, the rotation up through the vents. That could have been a disaster. That could have been NaVi taking it, and it's still good. But a second man, nasty surprise as Config trades that. Simple and Bit back to back to decide if NaVi close this out and eliminate Heroic, or if it rages on. Simple's won the first. Config, as the stand-in, has got to stand up, or else he's going home. NaVi 2-1 as they launch the comeback on Nuke.
Yes, we do hear you.
Hello, guys.
First of all, Sasha, congratulations on getting the win. That certainly wasn't easy. And you guys on Nuke at the end there, it was a constant struggle despite being so far ahead. What was it feeling like for you?
We didn't play one map, Ancient, for 1 month because we had some roster changes and we should have practiced another new maps. And overall, I think we played bad today, but it was just frustrated the way how we played on second map. And especially, like, we lost 2 eco rounds, full eco rounds on 2 maps, on Nuke and somewhere else. So yeah, it was a tough game.
How is this all feeling for you right now? Because obviously you've got MPL swapping in. You've done this before, back when it was Bit first coming to the team. It seems also like you do a lot of talking with MPL at the same time. Can you just explain to me how this is working?
Yeah, just a lot of amount of work to do again, you know. So, for example, on practice, the way that NPL played, the way how he played much better. Here he had some nerves, but still he did a really great job. Finally, we can congrats him with first victory.
Yeah.
Sasha, it feels like whenever you're playing Heroic, it's always a close game, it's always back and forth. What is it in their playstyle that annoys you guys when you're playing them?
I think they're like puppet masters sometimes.
Okay.
It feels like this because they're trying to find gap, and when you miss this gap, you're going back. They're already in this gap.
Okay.
You have another gap there as well. That's, I mean, it felt how we played against them on Ancient. Like every time they could easily fake us.
Okay.
Where do you put yourselves as a team right now? Because like you mentioned, you're having to do a lot of work. There's these changes going on. Is this still feel like a tournament you guys can win?
Yeah, I think so. I mean, NaVi is a known team to get better form during the tournament, but of course it's going to be hard with those old teams. But still, I mean, I think we are like top 5, top 10, from top 5 to top 10 right now. But we could play much better. I know this.
Sasha, how are you feeling individually? It's been a very long year. It's been an exhausting year as well for many reasons. You're coming into the last tournament of the year now. Are you feeling ready to give it a final go, or are you looking forward to the holidays?
Yeah, I was ready before before yesterday game. So now I don't know. I mean, yeah, I'm feeling okay. But first of all, it's important as a team because when I have confidence in my team, I just think only about my role. Yeah. And yeah, nothing can disrupt me. Yeah.
Okay.
Well, a lot of insight.
Distract me, sorry.
Yeah, okay.
A lot of insight there, Sasha. Thank you very much for that. I've got one final question for you, though, from the Blast TV viewers. And it says, if you could have a superpower, any superpower, what would you be?
I would just see through the wall and get all tournaments in this world. Yeah.
Perfect.